Morning on my blue collar workers, on my union workers, on my YouTubers. Hope everybody's having a good day out there today. It's New Year's Eve. Just figured I'd make a little post. I hope everybody I don't know, we work today, but then tomorrow we got off, so it's a little. The one thing I hate about the holidays, boys, like you gotta spend all this money on and all this stuff, and at the same time, like job site be closed down. I don't know. I had an opportunity to go to work a couple days last week that I didn't take, so I guess I can't complain. But it's about to be a new year, 2025. There's a lot of stuff about to be happening. I know a lot of people make these New Year's resolutions. That's not really a thing I've ever really done. Like, I feel like it's usually set up for failure, but it's definitely a good time to reassess your situation and look at goals. Because it's like, it's never a clean slate, but it's always a good time to start and think, like, what can I do better next year? So that's just something to think about as far as try to figure out what your goals are going to be for this next year. If you're in a good spot right now, you happy, how you keep that happiness going, how you keep that success going. If you're in a spot right now where you're not happy, you don't like what you're doing, you don't like nothing, like what can you do to try to change it? Like, obviously the trades is a good thing. Like, if you're not in the trades, if you're in a job that you're not happy about, what's it going to hurt to go try to apply for the trades? Like, even just to look into it, but just even to put in an application, because I'm going to be honest, like, everybody that applies doesn't get in. Sometimes it takes, like, it took me 3 years. It took me 2 years, really, but I had applied 3 years. The first time I didn't go in for the interview because I thought I had something better cooking. I found out later that was a bad mistake. So it's just kind of a good time to kind of take in and reassess your situation and see, like, what do we want to do? What are we going to do moving forward? How can we either put ourselves in a happier place or put ourselves in a more successful place? For me, it's mostly financial. For me, like, that's been the hardest part. Like, it's crazy how, like, the economy is. So it's like I made more money this last year than I've ever made in any year. And it just doesn't really feel like I made that much money, to be honest with you. It's just everything's so expensive. It's like every time you start getting a little bit ahead, something pops up, bring you back down. So about to refinance my house, take care of all this credit card debt, kind of try to start from square one. And I think I've learned some tricks and tools along the way to try to manage my spending. I think that's going to be my biggest thing, is try to learn how to manage my spending. See if we can get into a new house next year. That's really my goal. So probably going to sell the Jaguar, get rid of that car payment. As far as work goes, like, it's just keep doing what I'm doing. The apprenticeship program is structured in a way that you're gonna move up every year, so there's not a lot I can do to try to change that situation or better it, but I'm gonna just keep going hard, keep trying to push and try to learn as much as I can and try to take in as much. Like, I just look at it like every time I get to work with somebody else, I just try to learn as much as I can from them. Like, so the more different people I work with, the more I learn, because everybody does things a different way. Like, there's no one set way that things have to be done in construction. It's a lot of times there's multiple different ways. It's just trying to figure out the best way that's going to be the fastest, the easiest, the most economical with your time. Obviously, that's one thing that I kind of get it with the contractors. Like, probably the most expensive thing on a construction job is labor. So they always trying to find ways to cut labor, and some guys try to milk it, whatever. That doesn't really. At the end of the day, if you good, like, there's always going to be work out there. There's going to be demand for you. So with the labor, if you can find ways to do things faster, that's still not cutting corners. Like, not only is it, I mean, for me it's easy because I like doing different things. So if I get stuck on something and I start getting bored with it, instead of trying to just milk out the clock, I'll try to hurry it up and get it over with quicker, because I know I can get on to something else. So that's also good. Being economical with your time is good for your contractor. It's gonna make you look good. And then I don't know, we'll see, man. June is when we get our next big raise, so that's when I'll be a fourth year. Hopefully, what I have been told is I'll get journeyman rate, so we'll see. Oh no, I'm gonna keep it short though. I know everybody out there's probably just coming off that Christmas break. It's a little rough getting back into work. I know them couple days I laid around, boy, it made me feel like, I think Saturday when I went into work, I felt like I had got beat up. Like, I felt like Mike Tyson had just beat my body. I was sore. So I think from now on, I keep my foot on the gas. I'm keeping on the gas. All them extra days off, that doesn't help me. I don't do too much productive with it. So stay working. That's my plan. So anyway, that's just a little something to think about, man. If you're in a spot where you ain't happy, think about what you can do to change that. Like, I'm just telling you, if you ain't happy with your job, if you working a job, or if you indecisive about what you're gonna do, put in for the trades immediately. You might not get in right away, but what's it gonna hurt? I mean, if you're already working a job, it don't never hurt to put in applications somewhere else if you already got a job, because you got that job security. So you kind of got the upper hand. You know what I mean? Because if they say no, what's the worst thing? Well, you didn't lose nothing. But if they say yeah, and you get on somewhere else for more money, you just made a come up. So that's basically what I did until I got into the union. I jumped probably 5 different jobs in a couple year period. Just like every time I'd find something that paid more, I would put in for it. We'll see what happens. Roll the dice. And then usually I was always building my skill up to where I would get it. So there's really no reason to be stuck in a job that you hate. Like, there's opportunities out there, and my goal is hopefully some of y'all can see the trade, see how much money you can make, see how you can get your benefits paid for, see how you can meet good people that's willing to teach you and not trying to talk down to you. So with that, I hope everybody has a good New Year. Be safe. If you're in a neighborhood like mine where people shooting all night, keep your head down. I'm gonna stay my butt in the house. Y'all have a good night.